Okay, maybe a really quick video because I've been thinking about trying this for a while, and I finally got around to it. So this is one of the SEQs, and I just connected a 9-volt input from my transformer plugged in, and of course it's beeping at me again. And the one out. Actually, this will work on any one of them. Again, I showed you earlier in a previous video. It even works on the stop, so any program you have will automatically stop when you press the button there. But what I wanted to do is I dug out one of the rotation sensors. Rotation sensors, the 4.5 volt rotation sensors, and I wanted to see if it would work on this thing. Now, not that I can program really with this on the SEQ, but I just wanted to try it. So I'm going to disconnect the touch sensor. I'm going to connect the rotation sensor, or the light sensor basically, because all it is doing is in this little spot here, there's a light sensor in the back. And if you get the light just right, maybe, well, that doesn't seem to be working as well as I thought it would. But let's try this, because I already of course tried it. This is my 4.5 volt battery box. Here's my 4.5 volt light. I put that there. There. See, now the light sensor, whoops, you can't see that because I'm blocking it. So light on, light off, light on, light off, light on. So I guess when it's lit, it's a 0, and when it's not lit, it's a 1, which kind of makes sense. Kind of like a button press on the touch sensor. So not lit is 1, lit is 0. But I wanted to see the actual rotation part, so I took my fancy dancy disc, I put it on a fancy dancy axle with the fancy dancy bushing to keep it away so the light would reflect on the white. So as you can see, as I'm rotating it, the light goes on and off, and yeah, even fast. So you would program this on this guy, and one of the inputs over here, and you could do a count, but of course you would still need a computer to connect to, and of course I don't have a computer to connect to it right now. Those computers have been thrown out into the bins 20 plus years ago. but I still have the interface, and maybe one of these days I will dig up an Apple IIe on eBay. But I just wanted to see the rotation sensor work, and it obviously does work nicely. I tried the other side. So this side is segmented into eighths, and this side is segmented into 16ths. But this one doesn't seem to work nearly as well. Oh wait, my light's gone. If I get it right on the edge of on and off, I had that working earlier. There we go. It's kind of like so it looks like it's 2 bushings. Let me try that. Let me get an extra bushing. I think the black and the white on the 16th side is just too close together. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to pick up as nice. But the 8 bushing works really well. But let's just see if I can do this again. Let's stop rolling. Yeah, it's not. Let's go back to this because this is cool. I don't like playing with things that aren't cool. So let's go back to this, and you can see it working just tickety-boo. So that is the original rotation sensor. It's a light sensor that picks up the black and white demarks on this disc. So I thought I'd keep you updated. I thought it was pretty cool. The one thing I actually did find out just by playing with these things is I have 4 of them from the Facebook buy and sell. I already got one in here. And possibly not only was the voltage, input voltage, causing me consternation trying to figure out how these things work, because originally I started off with 4.5 volts, and it turns out that I needed 9 as an input. But some of these ports are actually dead, and I'll demonstrate that. So on this one, the one that works, if I go, let's say, turn this on, I go out for 10, I go checkbox, you can see the light comes on. As a matter of fact, I will connect the motor to that just so you can see that work. Show, it's gonna spin. Here's the motor, go. Yeah, see, it spins. And the light comes on. Okay, so that's the out for 1 second. I'm gonna turn that off. Pull this one over, put the 9 volts into it. I'm gonna connect this to the out here. And I'm gonna go out for 10. Checkbox, no light, and no motor. So I would imagine that port's dead after all these years. And so I did that to all 4 of them. Beep, beep, beep. Out again. Out for 10. Checkbox, no light, no motor. And then the last one. Beep, beep, beep. Out for 10. Checkbox. Oh, okay, that's different. No, wait, but this one spins. It didn't spin earlier. Okay, oh yeah, I should put it in the camera. So that spins, but there's no light, so maybe the light's gone in that one. So that's the problem with, of course, exceptionally old hardware. Yeah, so no light, no motor on that one at all. And we'll try this one again. Out for 10 millith, a tenth of a second. Out 1 0. Checkbox. Go. And no light, no motor. And let's go back to this one and go here. Oops, I think there's a loose connection here. It's also a problem with old hardware. It's a little flaky. Oh. Oh. Well, that's odd, isn't it? Could be a bad circuit board. Out for 10. Okay, so this one does work. The light doesn't come on, just like that light doesn't come on sometimes. So it's probably a bad circuit board. But this one, the out does light up and it does push the motor. So this one's mostly working. This one's all working. And these two, the out port is not working at all. But anyway, there you go. I will find out more and I will post more. I hope you guys are still watching these. I hope you like them. I'm finding it very interesting, and I hope you are too. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Just as a quick little thing, I did have an RCX on my desk, not a shock, and I decided to try, I don't know if I can show this nicely. So I got my 9 volt to 4.5 volt converter, and I grabbed my switch, my touch switch from the 4.5 volt series, and this doesn't light up, but it does show you. Let's see, so the light's not shining out. You hit this, you can see that little triangle show right underneath that port, right there. So that shows you that the touch sensor is actually working on this old 4.5 volt. Now, what I did that for is I want to see how sensitive the RCX is to the rotation sensor, which means, of course, I have to set the whole thing up again. I took the whole thing apart because I was trying to clean up, but let's put this back together. Put that on there. Put that on there. Turn that on. I got light. Get the rotation sensor again. And by the bushing again. And get the 8. So there's the 8 again. 8's ready. Light is ready. Right there. So there's the light. And that goes in there. And let's see if that triangle shows up. Okay, I'm out of hands. You know what? This Lego, I can put it on right in here. Maybe. Let's go this way so I can show you the whole thing. So, if I do that, and no, the RCX doesn't care. The RCX does not care about that input. Let's see if, well, I can't now because I'm using this thing. It's kind of disappointing actually. I was hoping that this would work. Well, let's just do this like I did last time. Put the light right on there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like the input from the RCX, from the light sensor. Oh well. C'est la vie. I thought it would work. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Anyway, it was always worth a shot, just to make sure that the touch sensor is still working. Let's put that back on, because maybe it's a cabling thing. Because as if we haven't had that problem. Yeah, that's working. So this thing must not just be sending out 101, 100 and 0. I mean, like 1 and 0s. It must be sending out some sort of signal that the RCX can't interpret. And since I haven't downloaded the firmware, I just put the batteries in it now. I won't be able to hit view to show you. So maybe I will update the firmware in this thing and let you know what the rotation sensor does. Maybe. We'll see. Take care. Bye.